Iowa will face off against Purdue in the Big Ten Tournament Championship game on Sunday for a tip-off time of 3:30 p.m. Eastern. This game will be available on CBS. Iowa comes into this game with a record on the season of 25-9, and are ranked 24 in the nation, coming off a huge victory in the semifinals against Indiana by the score of 80-77. Jordan Bohannon banked in a desperation three to move Iowa on to the final round. Purdue comes into this game with a record on the season of 27-6, and are currently ranked number 9 in the nation. Purdue is coming off a strong performance in the semifinals against Michigan State by the score of 75-70. Jaden Ivey lead the way for Purdue with 22 points, going 50% from the field and 75% from the free throw line. As a team, Iowa is averaging 84 points per game and allowing their opponent 71.3 on the season. Purdue is averaging 80.4 points per game, allowing their opponent 68.5 on the season. The difference in this matchup will be the Purdue offense shooting 49.7% from the field, while Iowa is only shooting 45.6%. Take Purdue Boilermakers -1. The Richmond Spiders will play the Davidson Wildcats in the championship game of the Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament on Sunday. Richmond defeated Dayton 68-64 on Saturday in their semifinal matchup. The leading scorer for Richmond was Grant Golden with 18 points, while Tyler Burton scored 16. Richmond rallied from an 8-point halftime deficit for the victory. Davidson reached the championship game with an 84-69 victory over St. Louis on Saturday. The Wildcats jumped out to a 20-point halftime lead and coasted to the victory. Foster Loyer scored 21 points to lead Davidson, while Hyunjung Lee chipped in with 16 points. Davidson shot 50.9% overall and held St. Louis to 42.4% shooting. The Wildcats out-rebounded the Billikens 37-29. In one meeting during the regular season between Richmond and Davidson, the Davidson Wildcats won 87-84 and covered the number as 2-point road chalk. Davidson has covered the number in 6 of its last 7, and the Wildcats have the 18th best field goal percentage in college basketball at 48.4 and the 9th best 3-point shooting percentage at 38.7. Take Davidson Wildcats -3. The Ivy League Tournament Championship presented by TIAA will take place at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday on ESPN Plus and ESPN. Yale will face off against Princeton in this matchup of two teams hoping for an automatic bid to the Big Dance. Princeton comes into this game with a record on this season of 23-5, and we are victorious against Cornell University in the semifinals of the Ivy League tournaments by the score of 77-73. Jalen Llewellyn lead the way for Princeton with 23 points. Yale comes into this game with a record on the season of 18-11, and we are victorious in their last game, the semifinals of the tournament against Pennsylvania by the score of 67-61. Asa Swain was the team leader for Yale in points with 25, going over 75% from the field and hitting 2 out of 3 of his free throws that night. Jalen Gabbidon lead the way for Yale in rebounds with 7 in the game. 6 of those came on the defensive glass. As a team, the Princeton Tigers are averaging 80.6 points per game and allowing their opponents only 69.4 on the season. In addition, Princeton has a slight edge and field goal percentage, shooting 49% from the field, while Yale is only shooting 44.3%. As a team, Princeton is averaging 6.3 steals per game and are currently on a 8-game winning streak, which is why we see them winning the Ivy League championship. Take Yale Bulldogs +3.